Wind provides off-grid services for everyday people around the world on the devices they have with infrastructure that is readily available around them. We've been working on this idea for a number of years now. We don't think there's a one-size-fits-all kind of magic spell that will solve things in these off-grid situations. But we do believe that the power we have in the devices that are around us is great if you can bring together a great user experience. And that's what we've been focusing on with our prototype. How do we combine some of the capabilities we've been developing for off-grid app stores, nearby sharing, decentralized kind of internet really, with content and services around you deployed by your community, being available when you need them and where you need them, but also in a way that is as easy to use as the internet that people know and expect. So we've been really working for the last few months on making apps like f-droid work better in offline situations, work better when there's no internet, and work better when it's connecting to a node like a library box, the hosting, and app store. That's really been something that we've focused on in order to serve the communities that need us the most. Now, the idea of a windy network is really about taking the idea of distributed networks, but thinking about how they move and how people move throughout their day and interact with other people, and all of those opportunities to share content. And how in some communities, there's physical kind of paths that people travel on a regular basis, or it's totally chaotic. But there really are opportunities to share and connect and distribute information. But again, it has to be usable and seamless and not something complicated. We've also been working on this idea of chime. So chime is a thing, that you can hang, a wind chime, but also just a way to announce and connect and share and connect between apps that allows you to share, for instance, news from our app courier, or in Open Archive, which is another one of the apps in the suite that supports wind and nearby sharing, and where you can capture media and upload it. And we want all of this powered by simple, cheap routers and readily available phones. Of course, all of this matters because no one knows when disaster strikes or when there's connectivity challenges, and even when these communities that are facing these things don't have infinite resources and access to specialized hardware. We've been doing a lot of usability studies and co-design and collaboration with communities in Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, to develop these personas, to develop co-design and testing and interactive relationships with communities using our tools. And it's helped quite a bit. Our software is now being distributed in Cuba through both app stores, physical mobile stores in Cuba, as well as through the El Paquete Semanal, the weekly packet. And we've improved our applications to work in the Cuba context because obviously that's quite an extreme one where there's generally no data and only Wi-Fi hotspots posted in places, and people are used to connecting in this way and sharing apps offline, and we've been able to do that. We've also taken some inspiration from the ultimate sneaker nets of these drives and built enhancements to our applications to work better with USB drives. So if you can move content between USB drives, you can actually have app stores and other content distributed through these drives. So that's another enhancement in our prototype phase and work in the last few months. The goal really is to, again, get the apps and tools out there that you need. With a system like the Wind Store powered by f-droid, you can create custom distributions of software and applications that are necessary. And then using our app Chime, you can really help people discover where these caches of data, content, and services are, and then share those in a social way. Ultimately, we want to just build tools that map to what people are doing and empower them to connect every day in as many ways as possible. And that's what Wind is about.